We're here on a dinner break at the LA Poker Classic. There are 10 players remaining. One of them is David Bach. David, this is your first time that you've made it this far in the WPT Championship event. How does it feel?
It feels really good. I've worked real hard on my game. The past, I've been a professional player for about 10 or 11 years, but I focused on tournaments the last 2 or 3 years, and I've made a lot of progress in my game, and it's nice to have that pay off. It's a really good feeling.
Tell us about some of your past tournament successes.
I've made 2 final tables at the World Series of Poker.
Okay.
What
were those in?
One in pot limit hold'em, and I finished 5th, and one in no limit shootout where I finished 7th. And I've made a couple final tables at the World Poker Open. My biggest win was here last year in the limit hold'em rebuy tournament. Won a little over $200,000 for that.
So how have your hands been today?
Pretty good. Actually, the biggest pot I won, I think I won with the worst hand.
What did you have?
I had 2 9s, and I got Chris Bell to fold.
Okay. You think he had you beat?
He may have had me beat. I was surprised. He called my raise after the flop. He called my pre-flop re-raise. I was trying to represent a really big hand, and I thought he was just going to fold, and he just called. He only had a couple $100,000 left, so I pushed it in on the flop, and he folded.
How does it feel to be at a final table where the person with the most chips has so many more chips than second place? And it's JC Tran, to be even more specific.
What's interesting about this tournament is I played with JC on day 3. And I had him to my left. He had a ton of chips then. And it was just crippling all day. It was really difficult. And I was proud of the way I got through the day. I had to make a stand against him one hand and stole a pot that I really had no business winning. But I was short coming into day 4. But now I've got him on my right, which is so much better.
Tables or turns?
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. It's still difficult playing. He's a very good player. I'm really impressed with his play. But having him to my right, I get to see what's going on. And all the other players, I'm looking at how they're reacting to him, too.
So what about the other players at the table? Have you played with any of them earlier in this event? I
have played with all the players at the table. It's like there's 4 excellent players in a row.
And who are they?
Al and Paul Wasika, and then Bill Edler, and then J.C. Tran. And then the other players are not as good, but they're still good players. You still have to be respected. And by this time you've played with everybody and you have a pretty good idea of their tendencies. So that's really helpful. My father back home is watching this, and my goal for this tournament is he needs a kidney transplant and he doesn't have insurance. He can't get health insurance, which is a shame the way our healthcare system is. I want to win enough money in this tournament to pay for his kidney transplant.
That's very noble.
Thank you.
It is. That's good. Thank you very much, David. This is Lizzie Harrison with David Bach for Card Player TV.